to this Monique situation that's been brewing for quite some time. And we're going to talk about, let's see, where is it? We're going to talk about why she's in the news and why people are super triggered by Monique. And we're going to get into it. So make sure that y'all like the stream.
Here is my top female comedians list. Monique Samore, Roseanne Whoopi Goldberg, Adele Givens, Kim Wayans, and Lily Tomlin. Must see stand-ups raising hands, dark skin tone.
Appreciate that, Shy. Shout out to the other super chatters as well. Make sure y'all get y'all likes in. Of course, I am your humble host, Jada Black. I wasn't really sure whether I was going to go live because I don't want to go live just to be going live. You know, I want to be able to have a topic to speak about. And if I don't have anything to really speak about that I'm really passionate about, then I don't need to go live. I don't need to go live. But salute to the chat, man. Salute to y'all, man. Hold on, let's see who's here. Let's see who is here tonight on the show. See, we got Matt, Jane, Patricia, Janie, what's going on? 25 Kid, Vern 85, Dante, Dwayne, Yardley, Sock Pasa, the rapper, Renee, Chris G, Metris, the most benevolent, Sydney, the righteous teacher, Wanda, Ashley, Yola, Shaw87, Shantia was good. Appreciate that, Shantia. Shout out to you. Edna, DJ Self. Monique, Tamisha, what's up? Yeah, let's get the lights up, man, because this is something that is going viral. Monique has struck again. Monique continues to prove our points, man. But I love it. You know, I love it. I love the fact that she's basically proving a lot of us right when they try to prove us wrong. You know? Now, Monique posted this photo to her Instagram, right? See if y'all can see it. Y'all see that? This is you melanated women walking out the house like you don't even care. And it looks like she's at the not the motel. She's at the airport. This is why when you have these black women on social media try to make everything seem like we are the blame and people don't respect us. When y'all walk out the house looking like this, nobody respects you. I don't see black men walking out the house looking dusty and dirty like that. Now, you do got those that do, but when I'm in public, I don't see dusty and dirty black men like that. I mean, have I seen that before? Yeah, but I would say recent years, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen black men just walking out the house looking any kind of way. Because we ain't going to be able to get no girls like that. So when y'all walk out the house looking like this, and then Monique takes this photo, and she still has this photo on her Instagram, this makes you look terrible, okay? This makes you look awful. And we're going to get into this. We're going to get into this. We definitely are going to get into this. I mean, you talk about an utter embarrassment. It's an embarrassment. But we gonna speak logic. Well, at least I am. They trying to cancel her. You got people writing articles talking about how Monique is harassing this woman. No, this woman is harassing the public, walking out the house looking like that. You're harassing people's eyes when you walk out the house looking like that. And then you get upset when men make advances towards you. Now, ain't no man making advances towards that woman I just showed you, but you have other women who will walk out the house wearing just about anything, booty shorts, shirts that show off the chest. I'm telling you, man, these Western women are crazy. These Western women are crazy. They are delusional. You can get mad at us all you want to, but the fact speaks for itself, people. Facts. And let me talk about something real quick that's on my mind while I'm live. I want to talk about Saweetie, for a second. Saweetie is going viral because she was at the BET Awards, an award show I haven't watched in years. And apparently there was this white rapper named Jack Harlow, right? I guess, he was eyeing her at the awards, and then he approached her while she was on the red carpet, and this whole thing is just going viral. People are like, oh my God, he approached Saweetie. And then you got all these black women saying, Saweetie, he wasn't shaking, you were shaking. You were nervous because he approached you. And I'm saying to myself, what is going on here? Why are y'all worshiping white men everywhere y'all go? These black women can't go nowhere without worshiping a white man. The guy could have been a grounds worker. He could have been a random security. It didn't even have to be Jack Harlow. It could have been somebody else who was just there. And they would have been like, oh my God, look at the way he's looking at her. He is eyeing her. Oh my God, he approached Saweetie. No, Saweetie, you were nervous because you was around this white man. And I'm saying to myself, what these Western women are, especially you melanated women, y'all are some of the most delusional, some of the most idiotic, some of the craziest people I have ever seen. Y'all are out here worshiping this guy all over Twitter last night and today. Who the fuck is Jack Harlow? I've never heard not one song from this guy. That we talking about you melanated women today because, Monique, but I have to speak about this. All this worship that I'm seeing on the timeline is sickening. And this looks like a rock nation production. It looks like a whole setup to sort of boost Saweetie's attention for Saweetie, because she's not getting attention for her music. So we got to boost it by saying, hey, maybe maybe Jack Harlow's trying to date her. That looks so fake and manufactured. And I have no doubt if Jack Harlow wanted to smash, he could, because that's how much y'all black women worship these guys, and you make it well known so the world can see it. And I'm like, they're like, Jack Harlow. Jack, who is that? Yo, and it looks so pathetic. You look so pathetic on the timeline, worshiping this guy who I have never heard of. And I think I'm well in tune with music.
Chad Wheeler could approach Saweetie and it'd be okay. Right.
That seemed like if you hadn't listened to any music over the last couple of years, any rap music, and they say, look at that guy approaching Saweetie. That's Jack Harlow. You'd have been like, who? Nobody knows who this guy is, but y'all do. And the thing is this. He may have fans. Y'all may be fans of him. But what I'm seeing on the timeline, what I'm seeing on Twitter is just disgusting. And then the Shade Room, they of course have to put it up on the Shade Room because they know how a lot of you melanated women just thirst for attention from white men.
BW are done. I am over it. Let them do them. We do us. One love, Jaye de Black.
Appreciate that, Hamilcar. Now again, I see you may have some fans in the chat. I really don't care. I don't know who he is. I'm just gonna speak the truth. The whole, they're acting like this guy is a big deal. You know, like he's just one of the biggest artists out there. And, you know, he's well known. And, you know what I'm saying? It's like he's approaching her. They're trying to romanticize this. This looks like a Rock Nation production. It looks like something that Jay-Z and his team put together for Sweet, just like what they do for Meg Thee Stallion.
Brother David Carroll said it best: his whiteness covers a multitude of imperfections and sins. Backhand index pointing right, medium dark skin tone, ogre snowman snowflake, hashtag the Pinkman.
Appreciate that, Antoine. Yeah, man, as long as he's Caucasian, y'all are like cool. And I'm saying to myself, this has to be something that Rock Nation cooked up. I don't know if she signed to Rock Nation, but that's what it looks like to me. Because this looked like something that Jay-Z and his team would do. They do the same thing with Meg Thee Stallion. I be seeing these ads for Meg Thee Stallion on YouTube, and they're like trying to boost up Meg Thee Stallion. Come on, man. It's not working, man. It's not working. It's not working. It really isn't. This looks like it looked completely manufactured. It's good, Ednies. Make sure y'all like the stream too. I know some people are going to be hurt. I don't care. I'm speaking the truth. I don't like this worship of Caucasian men that's been going on Twitter all day. You females got to understand, when these guys see this, they're going to treat you accordingly. No man wants a woman who worships him, period. What's good, Vern? In a minute. No man is going to take a woman seriously that worships the ground he walks on. That's why these Caucasian men treat you the way that they do. That's why they treat you the way they do. And that's why I'm going to discuss Monique today. And let me put this article up again. We're going to discuss what she put up. And all this ties in together, man. We're going to talk about worship. We're going to talk about these bonnet wearing heifers. We're going to talk about these effeminate men. I may even talk about the BET Awards real quick, because the BET Awards was a disgrace.
Hey, Jay.
Hey, Angela C. What's going on? Shout out to Angela. The BET Awards, and again, this all is going to come together. The BET Awards hasn't been the same in probably a decade. There was no masculinity on that show. And it seemed like every rapper there that wasn't gay had a girlfriend or wife. Now, we can go deeper into why these guys are all with women now, because I may have to say for another day, because you gotta look at it this way. Where are the days where rappers were single? You know, rappers were masculine. Rappers, you know, you see them on red carpets. You're like, man, that guy's getting money and he's screwing a lot of women. You don't see that anymore. All these rappers are wifed up. All of them got girlfriends and wives, right? You don't see single rappers out here anymore. It's almost like they're afraid to be single. Why are you afraid to be single? Or are you don't want to be a single rapper? You don't want to be, you don't want, you know what I'm saying? You just got to ask yourself the question. You know? You got to ask yourself a question. Ask that question. Things have definitely changed. And we're going to talk about you health, you effeminate man. We're going to talk about the fact that, and the thing is this, and let me just say this too about the BET Awards. The BET is owned by a Caucasian Jewish company, or ran by a Caucasian Jew. And it's all BET, MTV, and VH1 are all owned by Viacom. They are about pushing agendas. The one thing I will say is nobody's pushing agendas harder than VH1 and BET. Okay? And I just hope a lot of you parents teach your children to not watch TV, to not worship celebrities. Because what happens is they internalize how these guys act and how they conduct themselves, and they emulate that behavior. Listen, you don't want your sons walking around with nail polish. I don't care. You can't, under any circumstances, excuse wearing nail polish. You males are weird if you're out here with nail polish. Now, if you're in LA or in Atlanta, maybe that's the style. But if you bring that to a smaller city, you are definitely not going to be welcomed. Okay, you are not going to be. That's just not gonna ride. That's gonna ride in an LA or an Atlanta, probably maybe a New York, but that's not gonna. Some of these other smaller cities, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Salute to everybody that's here. Make sure y'all like the stream. Let's get to this Monique situation, man. Monique is in the news once again because Monique is daring, okay, to call out ratchet melanated women. Let me tell you, melanated women, something. You should be glad that Monique cares, because there's a lot of women that don't care about you. There's a lot of men that don't care about you. What they will do is they will boost you up. They will pat you on the back and say, hey, what you're doing is okay.
I am still mad at Bobby Johnson for selling BET.
Yeah, but I think he was done with the whole running a music channel, to be honest with you. I think he wanted to move on. And she posted before about women that she saw in the airport. Well, she decided to do it again. And I'm looking at Black Enterprise magazine, blackenterprise.com. Nobody looks at the magazine anymore. Let's see what they have to say. Comedian and actress Monique sparked another online debate about bonnets and respectability. On Sunday, the Oscar-winning entertainer, who took to social media earlier this month to weigh in on the appropriateness of bonnets and pajamas in public, posted a photo of a black woman attired that looked like she was at home versus an airport. Auntie Mo captioned the Instagram image with a message for the babies. Beautiful black queens, no shaming. If this is the best you can do, no judgment, do you? This was sent to me as an example of what we're talking about that goes on in our community. However, if this is not your best, then do better. Being that ultimately the decision either way is yours. I love us for real, she wrote. She's basically saying that somebody sent her this. Somebody sent her this. She didn't take this photo. I guess according to her, she didn't take this photo. Somebody sent it to her because they're tired of seeing you melanated women dressing like you do in public, like you don't care about yourself, and then you wonder why these men don't care about you. If you don't care about yourself, then men won't care about you either. They will treat you accordingly. Followers with various opinions chimed in. Let's see. User Nikki Allure suggests that folks don't know what's going on in the lives of others, saying we don't know her story. Plus, she's minding her business. Like, what's so hard about people? What's so hard about people are entitled to do what they want to. Let's see. They left that out. You are dead wrong for posting pic asking for public scrutiny. One thing she is doing that we all should be doing is minding our business. She did not authorize this pic, someone wrote on social media. Let me tell y'all something. I've seen a lot of y'all post pictures of people that you don't know randomly in public. You don't get their authorization, but you post their pictures anyway. And what's funny is that you got these women who love to claim, well, you should mind your business. When you're always commenting on the Shade Room, when you're always commenting on Gossip in the City and some of these other pages, you're not minding your business. You're minding other people's business. Y'all sit here and y'all gossip in these comment sections every day, but you talk about other people should mind their business. Why don't you take that advice for yourself? Okay? Instead of getting upset because she is exposing the fact that a lot of you black women are disgusting when you dress. You're disgusting in the way that you dress. But you want to sit here and get upset when people expose it. Somebody needs to, because you're out of control. People are tired of seeing y'all looking the way that y'all look. You wouldn't look that way going to your job, but you want to look that way in public. And then you wonder why men aren't approaching you no more. You wonder why you still stuck in a dead end relationship with a guy that you can't let go, because you don't want to be alone. Because you understand that if you're single again, nobody's going to deal with you like that, because you don't even know how to deal with yourself. You can't even clean yourself up in public. Not saying that you need to be dolled up, but sheesh. I mean, take the bag off your head and stop wearing your nightgown outside. These people are wearing their night shirt outside like it's a dress. That ain't no dress. What are you doing? Another person suggested. Hold on. Okay, now this article's acting up. Another person suggested Monique should have had grace because Patti LaBelle exhibited the same for her. You literally created a space for black folks to judge this woman. We don't know her circumstances. We should normalize minding our business because Patti LaBelle didn't do, I guess, that to you. But y'all not minding y'all business. Y'all stay in other people's business. Y'all stay in other people's business. But here y'all go telling her that she should mind her business. I guarantee you, if she was posting about black men, y'all would be all ears if she had something to say about black men. If she was checking black men, right? Oh, y'all got all the time in the world. Y'all don't want her to mind her business then. See, that's the hypocrisy. If they talking about if a melanated woman got on social media and ranted about us, they would not be saying the same thing. Posting pictures of us, they would not be saying the same thing. They're saying this because she's exposing the plight of the Western woman and how the Western woman is screwed up. You can get mad at us all you want to, but y'all screwed up. Not all, but a lot of y'all are. And y'all can get mad at us all you want to, but the proof is out there. Y'all can go out in public to a few places where there's a lot of people that's congregating, right? Look at how these women are dressed. I'm not going to say it's just black women, because you do have Caucasian women that dress, who don't dress properly. But it's become a trend with us where you have these women dressing as if they're still at home. Why are you wearing your nightgown out and about? Pajama pants, you got your slippers on, your bonnet on, with your mean face. Yeah, and you got to ask yourself the question. I wonder how she dresses around her man, if she has one. Make sure y'all like the stream, man. If she has a man, because she probably doesn't have one. All right. There were followers who agree with Monique. Not gonna lie, this looks a mess, but I would hate to be posted on celebrities' Instagram page as an example. One follower referenced the affordability of travel and looking decent. Exactly, like I said earlier, if you have money to travel, you should have money to look appropriate. No excuse. Right, you got money to go get a ticket to go somewhere, but you don't have money to get dressed. It's not like you was in a hurry. I know they have a restroom there you can change in at the airport. What are you doing? That's what happens when you can't check these women. These women ain't getting checked. That's the problem. Y'all making excuses. Y'all patting them on the back saying ain't nothing wrong with you. It's their fault. You fostered this behavior. One woman suggested that the subject of the photo should have done better. If folks would hate to be an example such as this, they should think twice before going in public like this. Yes, it should. This is not good. This is not good for you to be going in public like this. Something needs to be done. Because let me tell you something right now. Hey, black women, let me tell you something. There are a lot of people recording y'all. When y'all out with your bonnets out, in your pajama pants, a lot of y'all are wearing your nightgowns out. You're being recorded. People just aren't posting it. But I bet you there are people who've gotten plenty of photos and videos of y'all dressed crazy out here that you don't even know. That you don't even know. You should know, but you don't. You don't care. And then you wonder why men don't see you as feminine. Listen, when you leave out of your house, even if you leave out of your house for 10 minutes, and you know you're going to be around other people, dress appropriately. It doesn't take that much effort to dress appropriately. It really doesn't. But you got people that don't understand that. So they go out here looking any kind of way. And then when they get that pushback, they want to get upset. Well, let me tell you something right now. You need to be upset with yourself because you did it to yourself. You did it to yourself. You have no one else to blame but you. At the end of the day, you are responsible for how you look when you leave out that house. If you leaving out that house looking a mess, people are going to make fun of you. But again, when you have no self-awareness, you don't care. But you should care. Even if you're leaving out the house for a few minutes, if you know you're going to be around people, dress accordingly so you're not looking dirty out here. So you're not looking crazy out here. We as a whole, we need to do better. And I would say this for men who leave out the house looking dusty and dirty too. Overall, we all need to do better. We all can do better. But this is but I appreciate Monique for fighting back at this culture of women just dressing disgustingly. Needs to be pointed out. Yeah, let's get the likes up, people. What y'all waiting on? Damn.
JDB, I hate to say this, but we have a problem with malignant narcissism in the BC. MN is a psychological syndrome comprising an extreme mix of narcissism, antisocial behavior, aggression, and sadism.
Thanks, that Nikapuki. I would definitely say that there is a lot of antisocial behavior with a lot of your modern melanated women. A lot of them don't have any social skills. They don't know how to talk to you, right? And you can tell. You can tell when people can't hold conversations. You can tell when mentally there's something extra there.
Hey Jay, I got a question. Now I see bonnets here and there from San Francisco to Oakland. Not much. Is this bonnet a Southern culture or no? Thinking face.
Well, I've only seen it. I've seen women wearing bonnets in the South. I'm pretty sure there are other places besides the South where women are wearing bonnets. But I think it might be a bigger issue down South from what I gather. Because Monique is citing examples from what she's seen down South. Hold on a second. Monique is citing examples from, what she's seen down South. But I'm pretty sure it's going on in other places as well. But again, I appreciate Monique not deleting the posts. I think that when Monique posts things, she posts them for a purpose. I think there's a purpose to why she posts what she posts. My Vivid Life says, I'm in Florida and it's a problem. Yeah, I think the bonnet wearing is everywhere. I think the bonnet wearing is everywhere and it needs to be called out. Listen, we can't hold back. These heifers need to be called out.
Now some of our women are wearing bonnets just to be rebellious like Lotto SMH.
Oh my God. Those are idiots. Those people probably cannot read. They probably don't have much education, much life skills. They want to be rebellious, but they're rebellious for the wrong causes. You know, it's probably why they can't make it in the music industry or any other industry. You know, these people, they want to be rebellious for the wrong causes. Why don't you be rebellious towards single motherhood? Why don't you be rebellious towards living off the government? Why don't you be rebellious towards having unprotected relations with men that ain't marrying you?
A lot of these chicks today are just weirdos with pretty faces.
You say that, Snake? Pretty much, man. I mean, if you look on social media, that's what you see, right? You got a lot of attractive women that are crazy. I posted a video today about the woman the cute woman that got divorced. Her husband divorced her after a month because she was beating his ass. And that was according to her. People said, well, Jaye, I think that's fake. Yeah, right. You know how many of these women are beating up on their spouses, and them dudes stay because they want to be with that woman so bad. They're suckers for a pretty face and a nice body, so they let these women disrespect them and treat them any kind of way. I tell y'all, these modern males is weak, man. They can't walk away from no cute face. Yeah, we need people to rebel for the right reason, not the wrong reasons. Let's rebel against, you know, these foreigners buying up all the businesses in the community. Let's be rebellious towards that. Let's be rebellious towards that. A lot of these melanated women need to clean up their act. You can get mad at me all you want to. Clean up your act instead of getting on YouTube, making videos, going live, looking more and more delusional, and fix your life. How about that? Interviewing Brad is not going to change your circumstances. You're still going to be you at the end of the day. Your life is still going to suck at the end of the day. Whether you wear a bonnet or not, whether you're chasing around Brad and Chad, your life is still going to be what it is. Your life is still going to be what it is. Why don't you make the necessary changes in your life to bring you happiness? You can sit up there and point the finger at Monique and others for calling out the behaviors, but the behavior shouldn't happen in the first place to where people are calling it out. A lot of these women don't want to hear the truth, but you're going to hear it from me. You're going to hear it from me. Melanated women, whether you want to hear it or not, you are becoming a laughing stock. Those same Caucasian women you try to kiss up to, those women are laughing at you too. That's why these Holly weirdo feminists, when they put you in TV shows and movies, you're always the unattractive mammy friend. You're basically a bonnet wearer without wearing the bonnet. You're basically that woman in the photo that Monique posted. You're never the attractive single friend who's getting all these men. No, you're the motherly friend, okay? The auntie to that woman to help her fix her problems. But you can't even fix your own problems. That's how you're viewed. That's how you're viewed. You can get upset, but that's just how you're viewed. Go look at how they portray you in movies and TV shows. You're always the help. But these are the same women that you want to be like. These are the same women that you want your ideology to align with. They see you as Stacey Abrams. That's what you are. The perpetually single woman who a lot of men may not find the most attractive. She has all these degrees and she's accomplished, but she ain't got no man. And those other Caucasian feminists don't find her as a threat. That's how they see you, man. Y'all can talk about how we this and, y'all black men are this and that, but black men are pushing forward. We are adapting. You aren't adapting very well. That's why y'all are so desperate to go and interview men of other races to think that that's going to affect us. But no, you're being laughed at even harder.
In truth, this is not our fight. BW must address this and correct this problem. More should support Monique.
Right. It isn't our fight, but I'm going to talk about it because I think it's worth talking about. I'm all about calling out the behavior. The behavior needs to be called out. Because if I don't, then who will? I'm all about getting to the root of the problem, man. The problem is you got a lot of fatherless women who didn't have father figures, don't really know how to be.
No wonder my
feminine.
dude Dante would rather deal with prison Beckys instead of bonnet wearing sisters. This is a huge problem in the community, man facepalming dark skin tone.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. I don't think he's the only one. I think that a lot of you melanated women are missing out on a lot of good men due to your own actions and your own behaviors. Your own actions and your own behaviors. But of course, somebody has to get blamed, right? I think more women need to call out these women. Now, I know people have said, well, you know what, Jane, there are women here on YouTube calling out these women. You sure about that? Or are they pointing out specific women in order to deflect and say not all? Not all. I'm talking about the women with the influence. Monique has 1 million followers on Instagram. She's well known. I'm talking about that type of influence. Monique has been married for years. Okay? We need women that are married talking to these women. Women, who's dealt with relationship problems. We got too many single women out here trying to give advice. And they're giving these women half-hearted advice because they themselves don't know what they want to do. Listen, y'all can do whatever you want to do, but you cannot blame nobody else for your dysfunction. Those days are over. You're not going to get away with blaming other people for your dysfunction anymore. And one of the main reasons why I'm doing this stream is to basically say that there are melanated women who have had it too. There are other melanated women like you, who are tired of the way that you are portrayed. They're tired of it. And they feel like they need to be the ones to tell you that. They need to be the ones to actually help you understand how you are perceived in society. But y'all want to get upset with Monique because it's like, how dare she call out the way we're dressing in public? This is public. This is not like, Monique or other women are recording these women at home, right? You're in public. And people take goofy videos and pictures of random people every day and put it on social media. That's what they call memes. Where do you think memes come from? Memes come from random pictures from random people in public that got onto social media and became memes. This is what Monique put up is no different than what people have been doing for years. They will see random people in public. They will take a photo of that person. Then they will put a caption on it and put it on social media. And y'all would laugh at it like it was a joke. But this ain't a joke. Why it ain't a joke now? It's because y'all are feeling the heat of the bonnet loving that y'all have going on. Because you want to continue to look the way that you look. Because you're afraid to leave the house to show how your hair really looks. Or you just want to, because really what it is, you got these celebrity women, right? These celebrity women want to fit in with regular women. So what they do is they try to emulate the behaviors of regular women. Look at Shekinah. Shekinah, she don't live in no hood. She don't be around hood people, but she tries to mirror what she thinks a hood female is like. But I bet you if you were to talk to Shekinah away from social media, she don't act like that. She's putting on a show for her followers because she wants to relate to her followers. But that's not who she really is. Come on now. Now, does she maybe talk fast? Maybe. But she wants to relate. That's a way for her to relate. Wearing the bonnets is a way for these women to relate to you. That's why I tell y'all they're clowning you too. Because as soon as the camera stop rolling, they're taking that bonnet off their head, man. These are women, especially these celebrity women. Their whole image is about beauty. Do you really think that they're going to be spending a lot of their time wearing bonnets? They're just doing that for the gram, okay? They're doing that for the gram to say, hey, I'm just like y'all. When they don't live a lifestyle like you, they live a completely different lifestyle than you. They would never allow any of their friends to wear bonnets when they're out and about. I'm telling you right now, when they're out and about, they ain't wearing no bonnets. They ain't wearing no bonnets. It's for sure. It's for sure. Salute to everybody that's here. Make sure y'all continue to get the likes up. So, honestly, when it comes to what Monique had to say, I think that she sees a problem and she wants to address it. She wants to address the problem. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Is this it right here?
Sweet babies. How y'all doing? Because I understand it. But the question I do ask is, if you have a family, are you gentle with them?
That's not the video. I want to find the original video she put up about the bonnets. I think this is it right here. Play that real quick.
Babies. So, it took me a minute to say what I'm getting ready to say because I want to make sure I'm not saying it in judgment. And I want to make sure I'm saying it from a place of love. Y'all, some of y'all have given me the title of auntie. And I'm honored that y'all do that, right? But there are times where auntie got to talk to her babies and say some real shit. So yesterday, I was in the airport in Atlanta because I'm in Jackson, Mississippi now at Chuckles Comedy Club, right? And we got 3 shows tonight. We got a matinee at 5:30, then we got 7, then we got 10, right? And I'm excited. I always love going to the stage. So when we got to the airport yesterday, I was excited, like, all right, baby, let's go get him in Jackson, Mississippi. And as we began to walk through the airport, I saw so many, actually too many to count and too many for me to tap. But I saw so many of our young sisters in head bonnets, scarves, slippers, pajamas, blankets wrapped around them, and this is how they're showing up to the airport. And I've been seeing it, not just at the airport, I've been seeing it at the store, at the mall. I've been seeing sisters showing up with these bonnets and headscarves and their slippers. And the question that I'm having to you, my sweet babies, when did we lose pride in representing ourselves? When did we step away of let me make sure I'm presentable when I leave my home? Let me make sure I'm representing the family I created so that if I'm out in the street, I look like I have pride in myself. And I'm not saying no full face of makeup. I'm not saying no full front lace frontal. I'm not saying none of that. All I'm saying is could you please comb your hair? And if you don't want to comb your hair, they got enough shit out here now, baby, where you can style yourself up and look like you have pride. I'm not saying you don't have pride, but the representation that you're showing, someone would have to ask you to know that you had it. So my sweet babies, for the ones that do call me auntie, I love you for real. Even the ones that don't, I love y'all asses too. But the babies that say auntie to me, please listen to auntie. Always have pride in your representation of you. It's not to get a man. It is just your representation of you, my sweet babies. So I'm just giving y'all a warning. If I see you in the streets, in the airport, in the Walmart, and you got a bonnet on and you got slippers on and you looking like what the fuck, Nikki gonna tap you and say, hey, baby girl, show you what you worth. Show you what you deserve. So all of those posts that you see celebrities putting out there saying, hey, queen, hey, queen, hey, queen, well, can we start putting it into action? So I'm asking our wiser sisters, when we see our little babies out there looking like they just don't care, and I'm not saying y'all don't, it looks like it. Can we just tap them and say, baby girl, you deserve more than what you're showing. Represent you with pride, my babies. And that may be a part of us helping our community. Because if you look like you don't give a damn, how you gonna be treated? So, when I say, hey, queen, I can only say it to the sisters that it belongs to.
I just wanted y'all to see that. I just wanted y'all to see that clip and let y'all know why this stream is titled the way that it's titled. Because I do believe that she is declaring war on ratchetness in these melanated women. She's thrown down the gauntlet and she's ready to go. She's ready to go. She's ready to go at it. And she's tired of this perception that is out there, that's been out there, and she wants to change that. But I will say this though to Monique, with love, these women don't care. These women don't care. These women have chosen their route in life. There's no fixing them.
I really think Monique is doing this from a good place. But BP almost always result to the tu quoque you do this too fallacy. BP shame is good.
Thanks, bro. I believe she coming from a good place too. But I think that, she's of a different generation. She's of a different generation. And you're seeing those gaps. And you know what's really sad is that there are women who are Monique's age. There are women that are Monique's age who are engaging in these dysfunctional behaviors too, because they want to fit in. They want to be like the younger women. And they want to show that they can be cool just like the young girls, right? So they're not trying to call it out at all because they're too busy engaging in it as well. And I think that's what's really sad, man. But yeah, she's from a different generation. A generation that's no longer going to be a part of the equation. And she's out there pretty much by herself. I mean, there are people that are supporting her. I believe there are people who are hitting her up behind the scenes that are showing support for her. They're not doing it publicly because they don't want to get canceled. But I do think that in a way she is coming from a good place. But there are a lot of women, even at her age, that are trying to fit in with these younger women. And they're like, I wear bonnets too. And you wonder why you can't keep a man. And yes, at the end of the day, it is all about keeping a man because that's the only thing that keeps a woman happy, at least somewhat, is having somebody in their life. When they're single, for the most part, you see the bitterness. Hold on. Up. Having some issues here.
And damn it, I am with her fam. Generation don't matter, it's the end result.
Right. Oh, man, what is going on here? Let's see. The stream kind of went in and out, but I'm still here. Yeah, I mean, it does take one person to really step in there and really say something. But sometimes it might be too little too late. I think it might be a little bit too late for some of these women, to be honest with you.
We support Monique. I still watch Parker's reruns.
Thanks, bro. She was actually good in that show. I think it fit her personality, but that's why I said I didn't like her tone. I mean, how do you expect her to speak? Do you expect her to be goofy? Like, when people say tone, like, what do you mean tone? She's a 50-something-year-old woman. Like, how do you expect a 50-something-year-old woman to talk? That's how older women speak to people, especially people who are younger. You know, they're not going to speak to you like they're your bestie. Shout out to my Vivid Life. I appreciate that. Shout out to you. I don't know if it's your first time. Is it the first time on my chat? But shout out to you. You can't help, you can't save everybody. Ultimately, it's up to these women to make those changes. But a lot of these women are so far gone, there's no changing them. No matter how many books they read, no matter how many Kevin Samuels live streams they watch or call into, there's nothing that's going to change their trajectory if they've already made their mind up to be dysfunctional. There's no changing them. There's no changing them. All we can do is move forward, like we've always been doing, right? And I think Monique has kept the posts up. She don't care. Like, she don't care about internet backlash. Like, Monique is built different. She's not like these weak women that fold quickly because people don't like her in the comment section. Monique probably don't even look at those comments. Okay, my Vivid Life, cool. Appreciate the subscription. Shout out to you. Yeah, this whole tone thing makes no sense to me. I don't like your tone. What? How do you expect somebody that's older to speak to somebody that's primarily younger than them? Like, I don't get that. How do you expect them to speak?
Well, that's on them.
Thanks, Indigenous. Appreciate that. Like, I don't know how y'all expect older people to speak to you. I mean, they're not going to speak to you like they're your friend. So many of these women are so used to speaking to each other like friends, like these mothers speaking to their daughters like their daughters are their friends. And they're so used to that. They're not used to a woman talking to them like somebody who has years of life experience. They're not used to that because too many of these older women are trying to be like the younger women. But I'll tell you, that just, you know, Monique is just built different. And there's a lot of weak people out here. They fold when they get a few comments that is opposed to what they're saying, and they fold extremely quickly. And Monique hasn't done that. And I'll give her credit on that. She hasn't apologized once, and she's not going to apologize. She's not going to apologize. Sometimes you have to take slings and arrows in order to prove something. The problem is too many of these older people are trying to be your friends instead of telling you the truth. They're being disingenuous. And they're probably lying to you. That's why it's up to y'all to really get down to the truth of the situation. Like, look at Trick Daddy. Trick Daddy says something about Beyonce. Y'all try to ruin that man's life. Trina turned on him. That was his buddy. I believe they did that radio show together. And she turned on him. All for people on Instagram, for losers on Instagram who have no life, who are not strong. Because he said Beyonce couldn't sing to him.
Just saw it on IG. The women looks like Fat Albert.
You said it. I've heard it off social media that Beyonce couldn't sing.
Tone shouldn't matter. They're supposed to be strong, right? BS.
Right, Pop Smoke. They're supposed to be strong women. Independent. No, don't need a man. And I saw Lottoville service. She gives me one. Talking about the Lotto. Man, let me tell y'all something about these mixed women that's out here trying to be as gangster and as ghetto. Man, they are the complete opposite when they're not on social media, man. They're putting on a front to try to prove that they're down enough. And that's what that Lotto person is doing. We need to stop apologizing. You know, Kevin Hart was right to push back on cancel culture, because if you keep apologizing, they're just gonna keep attacking you. Look at what's her name? Look at what's that heifer name?
And so begins the wall of indifference for men.
Thanks, Wesley. Shout out to you. Yeah, Chrissy Teigen. Or Chrissy Teigen. Teigen, her name is Chrissy Teigen, morons who keep telling me her name is Teigen. Even though if I call her Teigen, it's for a purpose. But anyway. Chrissy Teigen is always apologizing. This heifer, you know, she had TDS, Trump derangement syndrome. She was donating to rioters to bail them out of jail. She was doing everything. She was a social media, social justice warrior. And this heifer always apologizing, always bending the knee or both her knees to the Twitter mob, and they still canceled her. They still canceled you, heifer. They still canceled you. They still canceled you, Chrissy. All that apologizing, all that ass kissing, and you still got canceled. To where your husband was contemplating leaving you. That's why you had to go run to your Hollywood buddies to fix your image. But I don't think anything is going to fix your image, Chrissy. Because as soon as you come back to Twitter, you're going to get canceled again. They just love to go. They love, like, Chrissy is a pinata. She's an example of why you should not be apologizing to these people. That's why you had to go run. Oh, I'm clicking on my own video. Okay. There we go. Let's see. Gemini, she said that, why don't you send it, that's an article or video. Where is it? So I can go check it out. Y'all do it. That's why you don't apologize. Stop with the apologizing. It gets you nowhere. This woman probably somewhere having a nervous breakdown, downing meds, coke.
When is it bullying? The South don't do bullying.
Thanks, bro. Yeah, just built different. This is why you don't. That's why I'm glad Monique isn't apologizing. Trick Daddy isn't apologizing. Y'all can make all the jokes you want about Trick Daddy. Trick Daddy is tougher than a lot of. Has thicker skin and is tougher than a lot of your favorite rappers. All your favorite rappers have apologized for something at least once. Trick Daddy has not. Even when he said that he said white women are becoming the new black women or something like that years ago, and all these black women attacked him viciously. Did he apologize for that? I don't think so. Sure said stop Asian hate. He said stop Asian hate. Man, them Asians be whooping black people's ass all around the country, but they want to stop Asian hate. Ain't that a bitch? If you don't apologize, they will leave you alone eventually. Yeah, you're going to have to deal with a couple days of hate, but they usually find another target. If you apologize, they're going to find something else. You said this 10 years ago. Bend the knee and apologize right now. That's what they want you to do. That's why fame is a trap. I would never want to be famous because I would say I would never want to be like Hollywood, corporate America type famous where I got endorsements and all this other shit where people try to dig up stuff on you to try to cancel you, right? That's what's going on out here, man. Fame ain't what it used to be, man. Fame ain't what it used to be. Being famous actually used to mean something. When the only time you could see celebrities is that you had to look at the U.S. Weekly magazines y'all remember those magazines that you get in the mail in the early 2000s? That's the only time you seen celebrities outside of, movies and TV shows and award shows. You would see them in these magazines and you see how glamorous their life was, right? And you say to yourself, I want to be famous like that. I want to live these luxurious lifestyles. You fast forward now. I don't want that glare. I don't want that glare. I don't want to have to apologize for jokes I made 10 years ago when Twitter was the Wild Wild West. And they'll attack you and try to get you canceled.
June has been Rainbow and Asian Hate in the Bay Area. FML.
Yeah, man, this month is, I know a lot of people can't wait till this month is over. This month has been a tragedy. You got the NFL with their bullshit. NFL, this is going to backfire on you because people don't have to watch your product. College football is a lot more entertaining than in the NFL. People don't have to watch you. And you're probably going to lose viewership over your own stupidity, over you trying to be woke. There's just a lot of BS going on, man. Roger Goodell, he's weak. $40 million man, weak. Probably making more than that, probably. There's a lot of weak males, man. Weak males. The women are crazy. You got dudes out here with fingernail polish. You got women out here just wilding out. You got a complete lesbian fest. Meg Thee Stallion trying to get with all these women. Yeah, the NFL is gay. NFL doesn't understand there are other alternatives out there. There are people that would go and would prefer to watch college football anyway when they implement the 12-team playoff. They're going to be competing with you. And they're not going to have to deal with football is gay. All that BS messaging. Roger Goodell, you $40 million failure. There's a lot of crazy shit going on. Yeah, college is going to become the new NFL, man. Where is Paul Tagliabue? The best commissioner ever.
My Raiders got a rainbow Carl Nassib. It's been tough.
Well, isn't he a Trump supporter? Yo, isn't he a Trump? Isn't Carl Nassib a Trump supporter? Look at the irony. They went from supporting this guy to trying to act like he don't exist. Have y'all noticed y'all haven't heard anything about Carl Nassib since? Because I guess they found out that he's a Republican, that he's a Trump supporter. So now all of a sudden they don't support the guy no more. That's how crazy this world is, man. Y'all just tell you, that's how crazy this world is, man. Yeah, Roger Goodell makes $40 million a year, probably more than that, whatever side deals he has going on. But yeah, he makes $40 million a year. Roger Goodell, he's the highest paid. He might be like the highest paid guy as far as NFL is concerned. That's getting paid from owners down. It's him. No, okay, it's the quarterbacks and them. He's getting quarterback money. Yeah, Roger Goodell. He's probably making more than that. Yeah, Pete Rozelle. Yeah, where is he at? Guys who made the NFL what it is. Paul Tagliabue didn't give off. Paul Tagliabue did a press conference with a New England Patriots shirt on, and he's the commissioner of the NFL. That's how much he didn't care. Like he was he was his own guy. You know, we need personalities, not Roger Goodell, who's a SJW pandering cuck, right? Who gets pushed around. There's a lot of weird BS going on, man. And we need to stop with the apologies, people. Stop with the apologies. No more apologies. All the apologizing needs to stop. If you mean something, say it. But all the apologizing and all that bending the knee, all that needs to go away. And that's why I can appreciate what somebody like Monique has done, because Monique has shown more strength and backbone than a lot of these other males have, and women as well. Shout out to Ed Neese. Thanks for keeping the likes up. 3 dislikes can go kick rocks. Yeah, it was 3 disgruntled peoples.
Thanks for keeping the likes up. The 3 dislikes can go kick rocks pouting.
Yeah, they were hurt. My commentary always hurts feelings. That's how it is. I think that's how it goes. Like, I say things and, it hurts people's feelings and makes them feel some type of way. I just speak from my heart, I just speak my mind and how I feel, and people appreciate that. Some don't. Some people think that, I think they think that, that I should agree with them, even though I don't know what your opinion is. But yes, people, if you believe something, stand on that. Don't go away from it. All right. All right, people, make sure y'all like the stream. I appreciate y'all being here. Salute to everybody that's here. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this stream up. Make sure y'all follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can also send me an email at JadaBlackLive. It's all in the description box. Shout out to the moderators, the channel members. Make sure y'all subscribe to my Patreon. I'm putting exclusive content up there. And you've been a very good audience. And hold on a second. Hold on. Let me see. I'm getting a message here. They want me to take calls.
Gwen Berry wants attention and protests the anthem face with rolling eyes.
Yo, I was about to end it because I didn't know whether to take calls or not. Would y'all want me to take a few phone calls? You want me to take a few phone calls? All right, here we go. You want me to take a few phone calls? All right. I'll take a few phone calls. Let's see. See what y'all got to say. I know it passed some of y'all bedtime. All right. If you're gonna call in about the topic, please. Yo, what's going on?
What up, Jay the Black? This is Gemini, man.
What's good, Gemini?
Hey, how you doing? That comment when I put in the chat box when you asked, Taraji was up there saying they wanted to claim back there, like I get, like hair or baby hair, and I guess lashes, and it's basically alluding to black men to like come back, that they love us and want us. And when I saw the clip, I'm thinking, why? Black men, first of all, I don't know who took their hair and lashes and beauty products from them in the first place, you know? So what in the world exactly were you talking about? I just think it's just it's a sad thing. I've been hearing a lot of other content creators saying it's about over for us, the people. What I don't understand is that Monique is in their one of their counterparts. So it's getting to the point of, and we've been saying this for ever since I've started listening to you. I guess been about 6 years or so. You can't criticize them.
No, you
can't take constructive criticism. That's why when I remember you used to do those video series called Disgruntled Comment.
Yeah.
You you remember how they was all in your chat box, man?
Yeah, it was entertaining.
Yeah, but you could probably catch that little sound clip of her saying that, and I'm telling you, it's gold. You'll need to have that on your hard drive for whatever future purposes. Okay. But I appreciate you, man, and be safe down there. Try to stay cool in South Carolina.
Absolutely.
It's hotter than a 3-burner stove up here in Ohio, man.
Oh man. Yeah, well you stay cool up there, man. But I appreciate
much love to you. Much love to you in the chat, man. I'm out. Go ahead so somebody else can get up.
All right,
I'm
peace,
out.
bro. Thanks for the call, man. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, man. All right. Oh. Yo, what's going on?
Hi, Jay. This is Angela C.
Yo, what's going on, Angela?
Before I talk about Monique, I want to talk about Trick Daddy. I do agree with him. I don't understand how the females were going in on his look.
Right.
For the fact he only looks that way because he has a autoimmune disease.
Right.
So he didn't choose to look that way. So I don't understand why they trying to clown him. The difference is he looks that way because of a certain situation. These females look this way because they choose to look tacky and dirty.
Right.
So we don't need to be clowning Trick Daddy.
Right.
These females do need to be clowned and made fun of because it's really getting absolutely ridiculous. I'm seeing more and more, a lot more black women, they really look dirty, and then they got these little bonnets on. Like, what the heck is going on? And I'm seeing more and more fat chicks, only black women. Sorry, I don't know other race. Fat chicks with these booty shorts with their butt cheeks out and singly. And I'm like, did you not look in the mirror before you came outside? But it's only us doing that. It's like, wait, what's going on? I'm seeing more and more of that, and it's the summertime, so it's about to get crazy.
Yeah,
but I totally agree with Monique, and it's interesting how she came at black women respectfully, and they still had an issue with her tone. And it's like, black women just don't like to be criticized.
No.
Shouting at them, screaming at them, talking to them calm, it doesn't matter. They don't want to be critiqued. They just want to do what they want to do and just be lazy. And it's like, no. You guys need to be criticized because this is just out of control now. Right. And I'm seeing young teenage girls too outside with the things on their head, and it's like, where are you guys hiding your hair from?
Right.
Because the whole purpose of the bonnet is actually for when if your hair is styled a certain way and you don't want to rub your head, up against the pillow and get your hair messed up.
Yeah,
you can wear a silk bonnet. But then in the morning, you take it off.
Mhm. Yeah, that's
so
what
that
it's
was
for.
The purpose.
Mhm. That's what it's meant to be for. So, and they're taking it out the house, supposed to sleep in it, not walk around in it,
Right. And somebody was saying that it came from the South. It might be true because I just got done watching the video that was 9 years old, and a woman was making a video about this, and I'm thinking back, I'm in California. I don't remember seeing black women 9 years ago with these things on their head. So is it a Southern thing?
Yeah, it's definitely, because I've seen it for years. I've seen these women with bonnets here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really ridiculous. Like they come outside looking any old kind of way, but you guys actually look dirty and like you don't take showers, and then these big old puffy things on your head is like, why do you have it on your head?
Yeah.
Why? And I was just in the comment section. Some guy said that he was in the Planet Fitness gym, and he said he saw black women with the things on their head with the big with the puffy bags. It's like, why are you in the gym? You know what I'm saying, with that on your head? Because I work out at the gym also at the Planet Fitness, and you're sweating.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even make any sense to have anything on your head because you're hot and you're sweating. Like, why?
Yeah. Yeah, that is weird, and it's almost like they're connected to their bonnet, man. They have like this. It's almost like, how you connect to something through trauma a lot of times, and people have certain tics to certain things that they sort of make them feel comfortable. It's almost like the bonnet is that.
Right, but it's like they don't understand how silly it looks, and they have this attitude. I do what I want to do. It's like, this is why black women don't get far. That attitude, I cannot stand. I do what I want to do. It's like, do you guys not look at yourselves? You guys don't look in the mirror.
That's that no accountability. No years of no accountability. You're being told that nothing you do is wrong. They internalize that.
Right. Yeah, it's getting crazy. Next thing you know, I'm gonna start seeing small children with the bonnet on their.
You don't need to see that.
Because so far I see adult women, and I am seeing teenagers, young girls in Walmart, or it could be anywhere, and they're not dressed decent to be in public at all, and then they got the bonnets on their head. Thinking, holy crap! Now it's teenagers. Like, why are you guys doing this? It doesn't make any sense.
No,
but that's what I want to say. It's out of control. Hopefully, Monique doesn't fold and apologize, which I don't think she is, and that's why she posted that picture of that fat chick in public looking crazy and nasty. It's like, really?
Yeah. And again, that's a lot of people have probably done that, but they're gonna get mad at Monique for doing it. But yeah.
But thank you for taking my call.
All right, Angela C, thanks for calling in. All right. All right, shout out to Angela C for calling in. Let's see. Lines open. I'm gonna take a couple more calls. I'm not gonna take a lot. So, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Jay? This is Robert.
What's good, Robert?
What's going on, man?
I'm all right.
I wanted to say, I've been wondering, what is feminism? What is the point of feminism? Is feminism become this thing where women are fighting for the right to just look as raggedy, as ratchet as they want to look without complaint? Because what I'm starting to notice as I go out to the stores is more and more women are coming out with the bonnets, the fuzzy slippers, the bathrobes, and it's just like there's just no effort put into I'm not saying you got to come out here looking like a supermodel, but you got to at least put some kind of effort into yourself. And one thing I've always said, and I think a lot of guys will agree with, how you look, it kind of it gives people the image of how much effort you do. Whether you're a hard worker or whether you're lazy. So when you just roll out of bed, put a bonnet on and the fuzzy slippers and the robe, that sends the impression, well, I'm just lazy. I don't do anything. My house is probably dirty.
Right.
I don't wash my, what? And that sends a clear message. So, I don't understand why all these women are now trying to push back and say, oh, I should be able to wear, because you're sending this message that you're lazy, that you don't care. And it's funny because all these men are saying, like, I don't want to date these girls with these bonnets, and now all these women are upset. And that's just, I'll never understand.
Yeah.
I guess I want to ask you a quick question before I got off.
Okay.
Because you kind of alluded to this earlier in the live when you talked about all these women are going crazy about the white guys. I don't know if you guys have noticed, like, I feel like white guys get a pass. They're put on such a high pedestal that they kind of get away with a lot. So like, if a woman dates a black man, let's say she dates Tyrone, don't work out with Tyrone, she says, oh man, I'll never date another black man ever again. It just, oh my God, the black dudes are so terrible. But she dates Bob or Mark, it's like, oh, I'll never date Bob or Mark again. They were such a jerk. I don't know if have y'all noticed that? Like, it's like if a black man messes up, they get this, oh, I'll never date another black man again. But if a white guy messes up, oh, I'll never date Mark again.
Yeah. Because I guess in society, white men can't do any wrong when it comes to relationships. Like, they will be given a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth chance. I'm just being real. But when us, we mess up once or twice, that's it. No longer dealing with us.
Yeah, it's like we're symbolic of the whole. Like, one black man represents the entire group, but one white guy, oh no, it's just him. No, it was an isolated incident. I'm sure they're not all like that. And I get the last question I'll leave you with, and so that way other people can get down. Have you noticed that a lot of women have been talking about wanting mixed children? Like,
not recently, but I've seen some. I've seen the way that they act towards mixed children, and how they they're so enthralled with them. Like when Serena Williams had her daughter, how they reacted towards that.
Yeah, I've had a lot of women talk to me about wanting kids with blue eyes and green eyes and curly hair. I'm just like, why does that even matter?
That's their dream.
All right, man. But all right, man. Thanks for taking my call.
All right, Robert.
People get on there.
All right, man.
Thanks,
Appreciate
man.
the call, man. Yeah, shout out to Robert. Yeah, I used to see that years ago. I used to see that a lot when I first started making videos. I would see a lot of that, and even outside of social media, I would see how they would treat the mixed children. All right. Yo, what's going on?
Yo, what's up, man? Hey, it's a little Trill. What's up, man?
What's going on, Trill?
Not much. Like the female caller was just saying, like I saw the same day at Walmart a couple minutes ago.
Oh, yeah.
With the girl with the bonnet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw that. So that confirms that what is happening is true, right? And about the big girls wearing the shorts and shit, you're gonna start seeing more of the body positivity movement. I know you heard about. Yeah, they're gonna start. Yeah, they have their big stomach out, trying to wear a bikini and shit. And you got these girls talking about hot girl summer, like saying, don't worry about your weight on your shit and BS like that.
Man.
But it looks gross. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, nobody tells them any different. They're used to dealing with men who don't tell them the truth. That's the thing. They get a false sense of themselves by the dudes that they deal with.
Right. And to be honest, the dudes just sit there and just like, oh well.
I have pictures of them in Planet Fitness like wearing those disgusting bonnets, Jay. They only do squats and hip thrusts, then takes pictures.
I got one question for you. Is it appropriate as a black man to wear a do-rag in public?
I would say if you have a hat on top of it and you have it neat, like underneath the hat where it's not really visible. But if you just got it hanging out, I mean, it does look tacky. I'm not gonna lie. If you just got the, and it's flapping like a cape, and you shouldn't have it on. like that, you know. But if you got it neat under your hat where nobody can really see it, then that's, you know, that's different.
Okay, I see your point. Well, that's all I got to say, Jay. I'll be in the chat.
Okay, all right, Trill. Appreciate the call, man. Yeah. Now you do got. So I used to see this years ago. Man, this was back in the '90s. I seen dudes with the do rag flapping, like it was a late '90s with the do rag flapping. I'm like, oh man, what is this? What is this? Dude got the do rag is flapping like a cape. Like, what is this? Yo, you live with Jay the Black? What's going on?
Yo, what's poppin', Jay?
No, what's up, Sonny? What's good?
Man, what's good, bro, man? Like, man, I'm telling you, bro, you stay getting them together, don't you? You know what I'm saying?
You gotta get them together, yep.
Stay lining them up.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, man, I mean, yo, I mean, the issue, you know, I really support, you know what I'm saying, Monique and everything. You know what I'm saying? I really, really support her and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, she's trying to get them together. So, like, I really support that because I'm tired of seeing that Bonnet, the Bonnet thing. And I ran across a couple women wearing bonnets. They like, yo, they having that I don't care attitude.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, yo, I kind of blame this on, like, Derrick Jackson's wife, yo. When they did an interview and she had the interview with the bonnet, remember that?
Yeah, well, it's been going on long before that, but you know, I see what you're saying. I think it's become more of a trend.
Yeah, like,
I think it's become trendy. It wasn't really trendy before, but it's become more of a trend now.
Yeah. It's more trendy now. But you know the thing that I could be wrong. Like my personal outtake on it is, I feel like these old misogynist, you know what I'm saying, cancel culture. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like basically these gay women out here, right? Mm-hmm. You know, and what they doing is they personally attacking femininity. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like if you say something about something, because you know, it's like, I don't have nothing against, you know, gay people, not like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, mm-hmm. What you like is what you like.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? Leave that at home. You know what I'm saying? That's supposed to be at home. And I feel like they constantly trying to recruit people. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you think about it, a lot of the women out here, women are having breakdowns, especially with feminism and all like that. Uh-huh. You know what I'm saying? Because feminism is ruining their lives and everything. Because you know what I'm saying? They like, yo, I believe that I was taught the independent woman and was hyped up that the independent woman was supposed to be successful and supposed to be happy with her life, and knowing she's miserable because she can't have that legacy with the man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and they become, you know, they don't have no husband or nothing like that, because ain't no successful man gonna put up with a woman in a matriarchal society. Successfully. She may can master a weak man. You know what I'm saying? You know, that been going through it. Mm-hmm. You know, but a real successful man that believe in a patriarchal society or the hierarchy and successful behind that, he's not going for that. Right. And that's the man that she desires. That's the true man that she desires, but he not gonna allow himself to be mastered. And they just, man, it's just like, yo, they just like feeling this toxic femininity, man. And it's like feminism, man, and it's bad, man, and you know what I'm saying, and it's sad that we got to go through this.
Yeah, it is sad.
One more thing I want to touch on, Jay, before I hang up, bro.
Okay.
Like the BET Awards, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, that broke my heart, bro. Like,
it was a circus, wasn't it?
Bro, you know,
it was a circus, wasn't it?
Oh man, was it ever? It was the worst ever. like, yo, you know what I'm saying, I'm a conservative, you know what I'm saying? And you know, but also, you know, I am liberal about, you know, about the right things. You know what I'm saying? That because, you know, I love, you know, I'm a Black American, 20 generations. I love my people. But you know, I love America. You know, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? I mean, to watch the emasculation of the Black man, like, yo, like, and it's hurting my heart because for the simple fact that, you know what I'm saying, like really, that is a tactic that mainstream is using and the higher ups is using to curb aggression and creativity of men, of Black men. You know what I'm saying? It's to emasculate them and to make them look soft as possible, or to make them, you know, make us gay and all like that. And you know, and another thing, in the past 20 years, like I look at the numbers, you know what I'm saying, of Black people, of growth of the census numbers. In the past 20 years, we grew the most out of any time in history that we grew as a nation, as Black America. And you know, our numbers are growing so much. I feel like they're trying to curb it. They're trying to curb the reproduction of Black Americans, especially, you know, I mean, you see it, and they also mention it how it's going on in Nigeria and everything. You know what I'm saying? How they projections and everything. But I feel like all this emasculation of Black men is just trying to curb all that. You know what I'm saying? To curb our reproduction, to curb everything. You know what I'm saying? It's just one. You know, this ideology is just like it's killing me. But Jay, I don't want to hold your line up, man. I know you got a lot of people I can go on, man. Yeah, but at the same time, man.
Yeah, it's cool, man. But I appreciate you calling in. It was a good perspective, bro. All right.
Yeah, absolutely, Jay. You know what I'm saying? Red pill up. And you know what I'm saying? Another thing, stop the emasculation of Black men. You know what I'm saying? Stop that.
Exactly.
Another thing, they do it to Black men today, they do it to white men tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
You
take
Sonny. Care, Jay.
You too, man.
Care, bro.
Thanks for the call, man.
All right, bro. Bye.
All right. Shout out to Sonny with the call in. Yo, what's going on?
Hey, this is Big Boss, man. How you doing?
I'm doing all right, Big Boss. What's going on?
Hey, man. I had to speak on the topic. I just had to speak on the topic because I was talking to a brother, and he was on his own live stream, and I was talking about. He told me, well, in New York, it's not. I told him I'm from NY, and I said we talked about the media, the big. I said, hold on, Black women do have more power to display the narrative of their own image, freedom and power. And they already know it's due to systemic racism and white supremacy, and if you put the woman on the pedestal, because they're not a threat to the system. Let's just keep it real.
Yeah.
But guess what? These females refuse to do that. I'm like, these women who are in charge of the media, like Oprah and them, they have never shown positive images of Black women. And I already know they're not going to show positive images of Black love.
No, not no more. Now you'll see a commercial. You'll see a few commercials here and there where they show it, right?
Yeah.
But it's not going to be a lot of them, right?
Especially in the patriarchal traditional form. So I was talking about this. I mean, I've been discussing the body positivity, and I get these females talking about, well, they can do whatever they want. Okay, so like, since you don't want to listen to a man or a group of men, oh, you do this for your man, but where's your man? Okay, then I'm gonna have to go Kevin Samuels. Oh, I can't stand him. Well, that's why you don't have a man, because you don't want to listen to nobody unless it's White Daddy, unless it's your Brad. And Brad don't care about you. Karen certainly don't care about you. Becky don't care about you. And Becky ain't afraid of you.
Right.
So it goes into that. So my thing is, a lot of these females well, I'm not like this. Okay, here's the thing. Here's my take. She said I made something interesting. They're not the vocal minority. A lot of these females are all feminists, all man haters. And I don't like to make generalizations, but that's the vast majority. The vocal minority are these dyke, or the ones who say everything manly is bad, because we already know they're on the DL. But a lot of these females don't say nothing. And I could use the argument, when people say, I'm not like this, I'm not racist, okay, but you don't say nothing.
Yeah, silent.
But when it comes to these women, if you're not like that, how come you don't say nothing, but you still feel comfortable saying something to a man or checking a man? How come you don't check your own? Let the man handle them. Let the man talk to the other man. Why don't you talk to these females? Why do you feel so comfortable checking the man?
Right.
But when these females, but guess what? When I was talking to this Jamaican woman, on her tag live stream,
and those
said,
Bonnet's heifers are the same ones with the nastiest attitude and personalities. I don't get it.
How come you okay with women who are who are over the age of 50, dressing like Flatty Fot cakes, dressing like these house heifers of Potomac in Atlanta? Why are you okay with that? Don't you know you're affected by that too? It doesn't matter if you're not from America, you're still looked at as black, as a black female, a melanated woman. But something clicked. She don't say nothing. And I got it. And she kind of admitted it. You know why? Because she's looking for a man, so she don't care what they do. So basically that proves my point. That proves our point. Women don't care about other women like that. All that women's empowerment, all that sisterhood, and the whole purpose of feminism was about special treatment.
Right.
Women wanted to do whatever, like the Karens, and not be accountable. It's all about special treatment and handouts. But women don't care about other women, because when they're trying to eliminate the competition. That's why they're okay with this body positive. The women who keep themselves in shape, the women who are not like that, don't want to say nothing, but they don't understand is that, guess what, you're going to get left in the same group. Because I don't know who's who. We don't know who's who. Until you separate yourself. One thing about men, and this is across the board, but melanated men separate themselves from Tyrone's, Pookie and Rares, and Tyler Perry, East Indian males. But melanated women don't want to do that.
Well, they're afraid of the backlash, man. They're afraid of the backlash.
I thought they were strong and independent. It didn't mean no man. I thought they were strong black women.
That's just a tagline, just to feel good about themselves.
I know. I know, man. I know. I'm just messing with you. I know. We on the same page. It's all cap. It's all cap because they've been hurt. But my thing is, if you're strong, why are you letting your past block your future blessing with that potential high value man? They always tell us to let it go, learn from it, and if it's not your fault, then why are you harboring all this anger and hatred? And one female told me, but because of what her parent went through, I said, and I don't want to keep it long, but I said, whatever went on between you and whatever went on between mommy and daddy, that's their business.
Right.
Grandparents, that's it. Why do these mothers teach? I don't understand why these mothers and grandmas put their daughters in adult situations and talk to them like they're adults. All their personal problems with men. And then when these girls become of age, now I know why they screwed up.
Well, I think it's I will say this, and let's move on. But a lot of these people were raised wrong, and it's starting to show. It's starting to show.
Yeah.
2 generations just been ruined. Yeah.
I say 3: Gen X, Millennials, Gen Z.
Right.
So anyway, man, it's great talking to you. Thank you for having me as your temporary guest.
Appreciate the call. Take
care.
Keep
up the great work. I love your Patreon.
Appreciate it, man.
Take care.
All right, man. Shout out to Big Boss. And shout out to everybody that supports me on Patreon. Putting the exclusive videos up. Yeah, this basically 3 generations have just been ruined. That's why I don't believe that you can fix what's already broken. All you can do is move forward and whatever it is that you want to do. Yo, what's going on?
Hey Jay, how you doing? Miss Sarah.
What's going on, sir?
Now, I have to come speak on this because the way I grew up was completely different.
Okay.
And I say that because most people think that I'm just Haitian. No, I'm Haitian American. I was born in this country. But the only mistake that my parents didn't make is that I was raised in Haiti. I wasn't raised here. And I would always get picked on, discriminated on by other Haitian Americans
Well.
just because they didn't know French or they didn't know Creole, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, are you kidding me? You know, as a Black Haitian American, we look exactly the same. I mean, there are mixed Haitian Americans, there are mixed Haitians and stuff, but I'm talking about the majority of 95%. We look alike, but you want to bully me for speaking something that you should have known. That's your parents' job. That's not my job to be telling you the languages. You should be knowing that.
Right.
It's the same thing that they're doing to Monique. It's like, y'all look exactly the same. And Monique is obviously not a woman who carries herself like a ratchet person. She always carries herself to class. I don't watch her much, but every time I see her, she don't be looking crazy.
No.
You know?
She carries herself the way a woman
parents,
her age should, you know?
Of course. And the funny thing is, I don't own no damn bonnet. You got me messed up. Even in Haiti, they don't own, they're not walking around with no bonnets. Okay? Every time I go, the only people who would have headscarves, which is a huge difference from a bonnet, are usually women who are merchants and who are poor, you know, selling items on the street all the time. But even a woman, even if she's going to the supermarket, she ain't gonna be putting a bonnet on her head. Right. She may have a mouchoir. A mouchoir is like a Haitian kind of like headscarf that you wrap it over your head to protect your hair from the sun because it is really hot over there. But she ain't gonna have no bonnet on. You know, my mother, she always, ever since I was a kid, ever since I was a baby, she would always dress us to be sophisticated, to look like we have class, to look like we have some common damn sense. Like we're not looking crazy out here. If I were to ever step out with some booty shorts that show half of my ass hanging, or with like a see-through shirt, my mom would look at me crazy like, what are you doing? You're not going out like this. And remember, I'm 21. You know what I mean? Right. I would never think of doing something like that. Because first of all, hell no, I wasn't raised that way. Second of all, why would I want that type of attention? I would feel so uncomfortable the whole time. One time I wore these, you know, these yoga pants that women be wearing all the time. I wore those to the gym one time, and I was uncomfortable because every time I went to go do a pose, there go this dude looking, there go that dude looking like he trying to do some weights, but he out here getting the weights so he could look under me. And I'm over here like, oh my God, you know, never again. Never again. I can't be going to the gym with no slippers on. What am I going to do with the slippers?
Well, you know, they'll be there for photo ops, you know.
Oh my God. The gym that I go to, they act like it's the club. They act like it's a photo shoot. You're right. And there was this one chick, she was at the gym. She bought a whole bonnet. She bought pajamas. She bought a tank top. She bought a bag of chips. She sat down in the locker room. I was changing in the locker room. She sat down. She was on FaceTime. She ate the chips. She pulled out a soda. And it's not one of those bottles of sodas either. It was a 2-liter bottle of soda, the one that should be lasting at least 2 weeks. She pulled it out. She drank it all. She ate the chips. And then she got the fuck up and she left. I'm looking at her like, oh my God. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Are you kidding me right now? Like, that could have discouraged me if I had seen that before my workout.
Yeah.
So I'm just sitting here like, yep.
Yeah, I was saying because they're not there for the right reasons, you know. They're there for the right reasons.
Oh my God. It's like, why are you wasting everybody's time? And I hate that these women like to feel like, oh, it's not my problem. You know, I'm not her. Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, it does affect us as a whole. Even though I know a lot of Black Americans don't like Haitians, you know.
I wouldn't really say that. I wouldn't really say. I would say you do got the Haitian peoples who have a funny attitude, but I don't know.
That's very true. Yes.
Yeah.
That's true. There can be a lot of nasty Haitians out there. Even I don't talk to because they out here wild. But I remember my mom, you know, she's a Haitian woman and stuff. She came from Haiti, and she's a registered nurse, and she was treating this woman, and the woman was being so nasty to her. You know, she was like, oh, how dare you be in this position? And my mom was like, let me tell you something. I'm a woman. who didn't have no mom, no dad,
Mm-hmm.
and since I was 22. She came in this country not knowing no English, you know, and she worked her ass off to become a nurse. But that other woman is hating on her and she told her, "You were born in this country. You have all the opportunities." And it's true. Black
Mm-hmm.
people are letting everybody come in from foreign countries
Yeah.
and taking what's rightfully theirs. They're
Yeah.
being lazy. You know how many
You will not
job
find one in
opportunities
Colombia
I
or
could
Brazil
get
wearing those disgusting
without any
bonnets.
experience
Trust me, I
before the
know.
next black woman,
Yeah.
black American woman?
Well, I will
It's
say, yeah,
crazy.
I will say this. It's because Black Americans are taught that other people from other countries are less fortunate and need the help. So that's why they're so gleeful about people coming here, but they don't understand those people are coming to live in your neighborhoods. Come live in your neighborhoods, and they're coming to take the jobs that you should be taking. You know what I'm saying?
And you see how this Asian faith community shit started up and how much support they got in such little time? That's what we should be doing. That's the kind of support we should be having. These people coming from these foreign countries, they're not your friends. They're not. They're like, man, let me take this position from this Negro. And you're just going to sit back and let it happen. Why? Because they make you feel good? That's not how I like my people to be looking. I grew up in Haiti, but for my teenager, I was here. I'm from the city. I don't like seeing my black girls, black sisters out here looking crazy.
Yeah. Well, I will say ultimately it's up to them. It's their decision. If they choose to dress that way, that's totally on them. But you know, I gotta go, Sarah. But I appreciate you calling in. All right.
Yeah. No problem.
All right.
Thank
You take
Jay.
care now. All right.
You too.
All right. Shout out to Sarah with the call in. Sarah with the call in. Yeah, you black women are out here looking extremely badly, and I have no problem with Monique said at all. These black women, I have seen it with my own eyes. You leave the house dressing all type of ways, not all, but I have seen it from different age ranges. I've seen girls that from teenagers to grown adults, probably have grandchildren, walking around in bonnets and pajama pants. These women letting their daughters dress any type of way coming out the house, and they themselves are dressing any type of way coming out the house. Needs to be some accountability there. And it's a woman calling you out. Y'all can't say it's the men this and the men that. It's a woman calling her out. And there are other women who agree with Monique. I bet you it was a woman who sent her that photo that y'all see on the thumbnail. I believe a woman sent her that. Because they're tired of seeing y'all dressed that way too. They're just not going to say it publicly because they don't want to get criticized. So if y'all have a problem, take it up with them, not me. I don't care less how your feelings feel. These black women out here looking terrible. I don't care what the propaganda says about their degrees and about how they are out here owning businesses that are failing. You got women buying businesses and trapping and using it to traffic dope, allegedly. Don't let the propaganda fool you. All right, people. Now that's it for me. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Salute to everybody that's here, the moderators, channel members, patrons. Shout out to y'all. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Have a good rest of your night. All right.